So, Lucas, can you tell us how old are you? Where do you live? What do you study?
Lucas, you are speak louder.
And I live in Artesia.
I don't hear you.
Los Angeles.
You live in Los Angeles? I see. Okay. How old are you?
7.
You're 7? Okay. So, do you still study through online or do you have to go to school?
I go to school on Mondays and Fridays at my original, but a few of the schools I go by computer.
So 3 of the 5 days you study through online and 2 days you go to school every week?
No, Monday and Friday I go to normal school, and Wednesday I go on computer.
I see, okay. So on Tuesday and Thursday you don't study anything? You don't go to school? Tuesday, Thursday?
Tuesday is when I have swimming.
You go for swimming, okay. And Thursday?
Thursday I go to school, but I have PE and library.
What's that? PE? On Thursday, what do you do?
Normal school.
I go to normal school.
And what do you have there? PE?
Yeah, PE and library, but the rest of them are normal.
I don't understand the second word. PE means like physical exercise, right? And what is this second thing? Library? Did you say library?
Yeah.
What do you do in library?
I choose books.
You choose a book and then you read it?
Yeah.
That's good. Very nice. So just a moment, a little bit, please. Are we still waiting for anyone?
I think we can start. No, I don't have anybody on the way.
Okay, so just give me a minute. I'll type up something here and then I'll get back. So Yamuna came, right? That's good.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice to see you, Yamuna. How do you do? What are you doing? Who's that person there? Is he? Who's the person over there in the blue shirt? Yes. Who is the person in the blue shirt?
Yamuna's daddy.
Yamuna's daddy. Okay.
Sit down. Nice to. I'm gonna cover you up. Okay. Yes, you're
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, you have to cover you with the skirts. Okay. Right. Because we are visiting somewhere, so
All right. Yes. The same. I would like to ask May to cover her legs. Ideally, if you have some pants, that will be very comfortable for you, because the towel may be. It's not comfortable, you know. If you have pants, you're then free. You can stand up. You can do whatever you want. Also needs different clothes. Not enough. You will need to have some pants. May, it's if you can have some pants, it's ideal for next time. It is very good if parents can provide their children with pants so that children can nicely meditate and enjoy the practice. Yes, May has something to say. You're 7. Yes. Where do you live?
Second grade.
May, where do you live?
I live in California.
In California. Okay.
Okay.
And I live in Daly City.
Mm-hmm.
Information.
Yes, Lyric also doesn't have pants. Dave, you do not have some pants for Lyric? This has been such a long time issue. Still no pants for Lyric?
I told her she just wanted to do the blanket instead.
Aha, so she has pants, but she wants to use blanket. Okay, but for Lyric now, Lyric, the idea is that you will have your legs covered 100%. That means throughout the time of the class. So not even 1 second. You need to have them covered all of the time. All right. So you will see whether that's comfortable. I personally think it's better if you have pants. I'm very happy for Lucas, for Aum, for Daniel that they have nicely, that they took nicely pants and that they're wearing them. This is one of the few requirements that I wish that all of the students fulfill already before I come. So Dave, whenever you see someone coming and you see they don't have covered legs, instruct them already before I come so that we don't need to talk about that.
Sure. Okay, everyone put your hands together. Let's do the greeting. Lucas and Lyric, unmute your microphone. Put your hands together, Lyric. Let's say runner together. Hello, Venerable Sir.
Hello,
Venerable Sir.
Okay, hello everybody. Nice to see you all.
Lady has question.
Yes, please.
I am moving next year.
Next year? What does it mean? What do you ask?
I am moving next year.
You are moving next year?
Yes.
Where do you move?
Somewhere?
You don't know where do you move? Alright, so I think now finally I can dedicate myself fully to you. So let's start with meditation. We can sit in a comfortable meditation posture. Make sure your back is erect, side cast down. And we can make the first determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. Very nice. May is taking pants. I'm very happy about that. Very nice. Very good. Thank you very much. You don't have to cover your legs. If you want, you can. Now you have pants, so now you are free. May, if you want to remove the blanket, you can, because now you have pants, so all is good. Yes, very nice. Even better. But I worry that May and Lucas actually do not sit properly. So we are not starting our meditation yet. There is some work to do before we start. So, Lucas, do you see how Aung is sitting in his meditation? Or Daniel, how Daniel is sitting in his meditation. Do you see it, Lucas? And May? Do you see how Aung and Daniel are sitting in their meditation? Yes. Do you think you can sit exactly in that way? Try. May also needs to sit like that. She's not sitting like that. Yes, Lucas is coming close. Not yet. Yes, excellent. So Lucas has done it. May still needs to learn that. So May, I wonder if you could meditate on the floor. I think on the bed it's not exactly very comfortable because you need to be, horizontal. And on the bed you may actually sink into the bed, and that may not be very good. Ideally you sit on the floor. You see, Lyric, you cannot keep your legs covered throughout the time. Okay. I need to see May's legs so that I can check whether her posture is right. Okay, this is good. So now I know that the posture is not right. So May, you still need to make some adjustment. See if you can sit exactly like Daniel is sitting. You can see that Daniel has both of the calves, on the floor, like this, horizontally. Both of his calves are nicely touching the floor. Do you think you can do that? Okay, I think May is now quite close. I think this is good. Nice. Seems like we are ready for meditation. I will ask Yamona to use pants for next time, because now I cannot check her posture. And I don't know whether her posture is right or not. That's not the way to do that. You need to wear pants, and then I will see, and you don't need to uncover your legs. Okay, so make sure your back is erect. We need to keep our back erect throughout the time, and it's extremely important that you don't move. This might be very uncomfortable, but as the time goes, you will get used to it and it will become comfortable. So we will keep our eyes open during the meditation practice, but we will keep the eyes watching the floor in front of us. So you will not be watching the meeting, you will not be watching me or the device, your iPad or laptop or whatever it is. You're watching the floor, and see if you can keep watching the floor during those 10 minutes without any movement. It's extremely difficult, but it depends on how much you want to control your body and mind. Are you in power of your body and mind, or is your body and mind in power of you? So when you decide something, they will do something else. It's probably better if you decide something and the body and mind do exactly what you decide, right? So that's what we study here, that's what we train. So first and foremost, if you decide something, the body and mind must do that. We train that. This is not something that you get from the beginning, not at all. It's very, very difficult. So now we start with 10 minutes. We make the determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. And with that determination, we can gently, lovingly notice the flat piece of flesh at the top of the head. We allow it to be heavy. If you cannot feel the top of the head, check whether there is an ant or a fly sitting. And we continue to the forehead. Again, if you can feel the heaviness in the forehead, that's great. If you cannot, check whether there is an ant or fly walking over your forehead anywhere in that space of the forehead. Check whether there is anything itching, or whether there is any pain or anything comfortable. What's going on in there? But if you can notice the heaviness of the place, that's the best. So we continue in this manner to the eyes, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, ears, back of the head. We allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the head to be heavy. You do not need to tilt your head so much. Keep it just a little bit tilted and make sure your back is erect. The head should not be looking down like that. So your head should be nicely straight. Yes, that's so much better. And we see the floor in front of us. So a little bit tilted down. Just a little bit. So you see the floor. So you see the floor in front of you. Okay? Alright, that looks much better. And we continue to the neck. And we consider the heaviness in the neck. And if you cannot feel heaviness, check whether there is an ant or fly walking over there. Then shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers, tips of fingers, chest, abdomen, back, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the upper part of the body to be heavy. We continue to the buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, heels, soles, toes, tips of toes, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the body to be heavy. And we enjoy the heaviness, and we increase the heaviness. You can say in your mind, heavy, heavy, heavy. We allow the body to be the way it is. If the body is itching, we don't scratch. We allow the body to itch, no problem. Whatever the body is doing now, allow it, give it the freedom, at least just now for the few minutes. And if you allow your body to be the way it is, if you give it the freedom, well, then you receive the freedom from worry about the body. And that is peace. So as we allow the body to be itchy, to be unpleasant or painful or whatever it is, we don't move it, we let it be. And that letting is peace. So we observe this peace. What is peace? How do you feel your peace? We learn it from our own experience. Another way how you are in peace is the fact that you get food to eat, you get clothes on your body, you get roof above your head, a place to live. Many people do not get that. Many children do not get that. Many other living beings, like ghosts and animals, they do not get that. You get it. So because you get food, clothes, and house, well, then you are quite lucky. That also is peace. So we enjoy that peace, that thought of peace. Now, as we have achieved or understood peace, we can share it with others. We start in our room, we will be silent, we will not say anything at all, but in our minds, voicelessly, we can repeat one sentence. May all beings in this room be in peace. May all beings in this room be in peace. And we can gradually expand our thoughts of loving kindness. May all beings in this building be in peace. May all beings in this city or village be in peace. May all beings in this country be in peace. May all beings on this planet be in peace. May all beings, including me, be in peace. Now, because the time for this sitting is finished, let's make the last determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, I will always be calm. From now on, I will always be calm. From now on, I will always be calm. And with that determination, we can slowly, mindfully change the way of our sitting. And when we have changed the way of our sitting, let's take one more minute during which we will not move at all and just observe our peace. Okay. So next time I hope Yamuna will also have pants. Alright. So Yamuna, I have noticed that you pushed your dad, pushing him into his belly. You shouldn't do that. If I visited you in your home, would you push me in my belly? No? Well, then you should not push your dad also, right? So always stay respectful and never push your parents. Always respect them. Okay? So if you want your dad to make you more space, you need to say, "My dad, please make more space for me." No pushing. Okay, Yamuna? Okay, do you agree? You don't agree? Yes, now you agree? Okay. So I hope you can follow that. This is not just for Yamuna, this is for all of you. You need to have respect for your parents because they give you food. If your parents get angry with you and they don't give you any food, then you will die by hunger. Did you think about that? So you need to be respectful towards your parents, right? Your parents give you the clothes that you have on your body. Your parents give you the food that you eat. Your parents give you the roof that you have above the head. Not all children have that. Not all children have that. In many families in Myanmar, children do not get food. They eat one time a day or one time every 2 days because there is just not enough money for food. The parents just cannot afford it. So you're lucky to have these parents. So you should be happy about them and have respect for them. Oh, I'm happy that you're my parents because I can eat more than once a day. You know, in Myanmar, children are so poor that they get that sweets in Myanmar, they do not eat sweets, children. They eat fruit as sweets. Otherwise, they just eat rice and oil. That's all what they get to eat. Rice and oil. Today in the morning, rice and oil. Tomorrow in the morning, rice and oil. The other day in the morning, and another day, and another day. That's all what they get to eat. And then on Sunday is a happy day. They get an apple. Yay! So you are a little bit better off, right? And that's all thanks to your parents. So you need to be thankful and grateful to your parents because you get more than other children get. And you need to be very, very happy about it and very respectful to your parents for that. Okay, so today we have a lot of things to do. Let's see if we can do at least something. So let's... Excuse me? So I will ask everyone to unmute. We will be reciting the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. So May and Lucas probably see this for the first time. This will be very difficult today because I hope to explain the Burmese pronunciation also. So for them it will be particularly difficult. I would like to suggest that you take this text, this paper. I think Dave, do you have it?
Yes, I do.
You have it.
I
So
have this.
you can send it to the parents of May and Lucas, and if May and Lucas can train this every day, that will be good because other children already have the habit, they already have the knowledge and skill in the recitation. So Lucas and May like to train every day so that they can catch up with the other students. If they give it 10 minutes a day, it's enough. It's just, about reciting every day and getting used to the pronunciation, getting used to reading this thing. So first we will be reciting in the Sri Lanka pronunciation, which most of the students here already know, and then I will give you a little introduction to the Burmese pronunciation, and it will be only to introduce. We will not be reciting in Burmese yet, because I just have to explain it. And next week, I hope we will start a little bit of Burmese recitation, but we will go very slowly because it's very difficult. All right, so now the Sri Lanka pronunciation. Sri Lanka is a little island below India. So under India, south from India, there's a tiny little island, it's Sri Lanka, and we are following the pronunciation of the Pali text according to the Sri Lanka tradition. The Sri Lanka tradition is probably the closest to the Buddha's time, and I believe that it is the way the Buddha himself pronounced it. So that's why I teach you the Sri Lankan pronunciation as the main pronunciation, and then I will also teach you the Burmese pronunciation. Alright, so first I say Yamahang Vadami Tang Vadeta. Vadehi is for one person, Vadeta is for many people. Now because you are now many people, I have to use Vadeta. Now what is that thing? Yamahang, whatever I, Vadami, say, Tang, that, Vadehi, you say. Whatever I say, you say. In other words, repeat after me. And then after I say it, this is what I say, so no worries. After I say that, you will only reply Ama Bhante, which means yes, Venerable Sir. So let's try that together. Make sure you are unmuted. Aung is still muted, Lucas as well, so please unmute. May is now muted. Okay, that's good. So keep your hands together at the chest. That means that you're serious about it, that you seriously want to repeat after me. So that's when you say Ama Bhante. Okay, so I will repeat after you, Venerable Sir. So now let's try that together. Yamahang Vadami Tang Vadeta. Very well. So let's try that again. You've done well. Just for you to remember, understand better. Let's try it. Let's try this again. Yamahang Vadami Tang Vadeta. Yes, very well. So now what comes is you will ask me, you will request me to give you the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. Refuge is a place that is safe, a safe place. It is a place that is peaceful. It is a place where you feel comfortable. That is a refuge. And in Buddhism, in the Buddha's teachings, we believe that there are 3 best refuges. The most peaceful, the safest, the most comfortable places. Where are they? In the Buddha, in the Buddha's teachings, and in the community of monks. The Buddha, the Buddha's teachings, Dhamma, we call it Dhamma, and the community of monks, we call them Sangha. Buddha, Dhamma, the teachings, Sangha, the monks, the community of monks. All right, so you can, so this is for the 3 refuges. So you are going to take the 3 refuges. Remind yourself, indeed, my refuges are in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. And you also are going to take 5 precepts, which is the first guidance that Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha give you so that you really achieve your peace, safety, and comfort. So you can repeat after me. Aham Bhante Tisaranena Saha Panchasilang Dhammang Yajami Anugahang Katva Silang Detha Me Bhante Anukampang Upadaya Dutiyampi Aham bhante Tisaranena Saha Panchasilang Dhammang Yajami Anugahang Katva Silang Detha Me Bhante Anukampang Upadaya Tatiyampi Aham Bhante Tisaranena Saha Panchasilang Dhammang Yajami Anugahang Katva Silang Detha Me Bhante Anukampang Upadaya. So make sure your hands are together, kept at the chest. Please repeat only what I say and try to repeat exactly the same way as I say it. Namo tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Buddhang Saranang Gacchami Dhammang Saranang Gacchami Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. I would like to ask Ao to relax a little. Make sure your hands are together and enjoy peace. Seems like you're a little restless. Enjoy peace, Ao. You can do that. Dutiyampi Buddhang Saranang Gacchami Dutiyampi Dhammang Saranang Gacchami Dutiyampi Sanghang Saranang Gacchami Tatiyampi Buddhang Saranang Gacchami Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Nice. So now you have taken the 3 refuges. It means you reminded yourself that the Buddha's teachings, Dhamma, and the community of monks, Sangha, can help you to achieve the highest, the most peaceful, the most comfortable safety. And I will now approve of that. I will now say that this is true. I will say going for refuges is complete, and you can then be happy about it, and you can reply ama bhante. So I will say sarana gamanang paripunnang, which means going for refuges is complete, and you just need to reply ama bhante, which means yes, Venerable Sir. So let's try that together. Sarana gamanang paripunnang. Yes. So let's try that again for those who still didn't understand. Sarana gamanang paripunnang. May you just say ama bhante. You do not repeat after me, okay? So let's try it again. Sarana gamanang paripunnang. Yes, that's right. You just say ama bhante. Alright. So now come the 5 precepts. So the 5 precepts, they are rules. They are important rules that need to be followed every day, whole our life, without exception. These are extremely important rules, and if you can follow these rules always, everywhere you go, wherever you are, regardless what happens, then this is very good deed. This is a good thing. It will bring you happiness in this life and in the future. If you think that not killing, not stealing, and so on will bring you suffering, then actually the suffering is not caused by not killing, not stealing. It's always caused by something else, even though they follow. So the first rule is we never kill. So we never kill, we don't kill insects, we don't kill animals, we never kill. We also do not harm. We do not hit anyone, we do not harm anyone, we do not cut anyone. Instead, we cherish everyone's life. So if anyone is hit, we come and we help them. If anyone falls on the floor, we come and help them. If anyone has pain, we come and help them so that they have less pain. So not only that you do not harm, but you also help others if they are harmed so that they feel better. And you also try to protect others from harm if you can, as much as you can. So you can repeat after me. So this rule means I follow the rule of refraining from killing living beings. It means we never kill, we never harm. Alright, so you can repeat after me. Panati pata. Oh, you need to unmute yourself. Okay. The second rule means I follow the rule of refraining from stealing, from taking what is not given. So we never steal. If you want to borrow, you first ask for permission and then you borrow. If it's not possible to ask for permission, immediately as the person comes, you tell them, hey, I borrowed your thing, please don't be angry with me. You always need to ask for permission if you borrow something. You never deceive and you never steal. We never steal, we never deceive. So you can repeat after me. Adinadana Veramane Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Okay, now the next rule is especially if you fall in love and especially when you get married. So those who are married, they should be faithful to their wife or to their husband, and they should not fall in love with anyone else. It's a very important and very difficult rule, but it's a very, very important one. So you can repeat after me. Kamesu Michhachara Veramane Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Yes, please calm down, be in peace, enjoy the time. The fourth rule is, I follow the rule of refraining from false speech. That means we never tell lies, we always tell the truth. Okay? So you can repeat after me. Musavada Veramane Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. So if you're not sure, then you say, I am not sure, but I heard that this thing happened or that thing happened. If you don't know, then you say, I don't know, but I think it is like this, it is like that. So you still can say what you think, even if it is not right. But you need to explain that this is what you think and that it may be wrong. So you do not pretend that you know if you don't know. That's very important. Now the last precept is about alcohol and drugs. We never take any alcohol or drugs. Even just a little bit. Even if the best friend suggests that. Never. Why? Because we don't want to be mad. Drugs and alcohol make you mad. I don't want to be mad. Why would I take alcohol to be mad? I want to be wise, smart, clever, clear. That's what I want. I don't want to be mad or crazy. Why would I do that? Therefore, I do not drink or eat things that make me crazy. That should make sense, right? But some people don't understand it. So do not worry if others do not follow the 5 precepts. If people around you harm you or tell you lies or steal your things, that's actually not your problem. It is their problem because they did something bad and they will be unhappy, they will be suffering for that. Maybe not this life, but in the next life after they die. So don't worry. People around you, if they steal or if they kill or if they tell lies or drink alcohol, that is their problem, not your problem. Your problem is that you do not do it. That's your thing. That's your job. Because when you don't do it, you will be happy. If they ask you how do you do it that you are happy, then you can tell them, well, I don't kill, I don't steal, I don't cheat on my wife or husband if I have one, I don't tell lies, and I do not drink alcohol, take drugs. And they will think, aha, okay, that's a way. And then they can decide if they want to follow or not. But if they do not ask you, then you don't explain. It's very simple. People will be bad. Many people around you will be bad. But that's the way it is. That's normal. That's why you need to try so hard to follow these 5 precepts. That's why you get human life, why you may be born in heaven, why you may enjoy a lot of luxury and wealth and happiness and comfort if you follow the 5 precepts. Why? Because they're so difficult. They're so difficult and good. If something is very difficult and good, it brings you a lot of happiness. If something is easy and good, it will bring you happiness, but not so much. If something is difficult and bad, it will bring you a lot of suffering. If something is difficult and easy, it will bring you some suffering. So if you want to be very happy, very successful, very wealthy, have whatever you want, well, then you need to follow these 5 precepts even when everyone else breaks them. So the last precept is not drinking alcohol and not taking drugs. So you can repeat after me. Sura meraya majja pamadatthana veramane sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Okay, so now I will encourage you to protect and to follow the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts, and to be mindful. Why would you be mindful? Well, mindful is when you know what is your mind doing, then you're mindful. And if you know what is your mind doing, then you can notice that your mind wants to kill, steal, cheat, or tell lies, or drink alcohol. If you can notice it in your mind as you watch your mind, well, then you can prevent from doing it, right? Because you noticed it early enough to stop. Therefore, you never break the 5 precepts. No exception. And then after I encourage you to follow the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts, you can reply Ama Bhante, which means yes, Venerable Sir. So let's try that together. Tisaranena sadhing panchasilang dhammang sadhukang surakkitang katva appamadena sampadetham. Very well. And now I will wish you to be happy, healthy, to achieve Nibbana, and you can then reply sadhu, 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 which means well said, that you agree. So let's try that together. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you soon attain the eternal bliss of Nibbana. Okay, very well. So this is the Sri Lankan pronunciation. Now we have Burmese pronunciation. I will only provide a short introduction, so it should not take too long time. And I hope to repeat it again next week. You will probably have to write notes from that because it's a little bit complicated. So first of all, in Burmese language, some of the sounds that we pronounce a different way in Sri Lanka, in Burmese they pronounce them the same way. So for example, in Sri Lanka you have these 8 sounds. Listen and see if you can hear the difference. Ta, ta, da, dha, ta, ta, da, dha. 8 sounds. But in Burmese, 1 sound, ta, 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 ta. Very easy. You see? Instead of 8 sounds, you need to learn 1. Okay? This is a little bit simpler. But still, the Burmese system is very different of reading, and you will need some time and practice to get used to it. It is very difficult. So you need to pay attention and you need to be very careful. Daniel, you should not have your head covered when you're listening to a monk. Otherwise, the monk is not allowed to tell you anything about the Buddha's teachings. So please keep your head uncovered. If you are ill, then yes. If you are healthy, then please keep it uncovered. All right, so first, here we see this D letter, and in Burmese we do not distinguish D without dot and D with dot. You will see that we have sometimes T without dot, and then sometimes we will have T with a dot below. I think I saw it here. I don't see T with dot below at this moment. Oh, here it is. So, what is that? So, then we have here Sura Meraya Majjapamada Thana. Do you see? There are dots under the T. But, for example, here, we do not have any dot under the T. No dot in here. They are two different sounds. But in Burmese, you pronounce them the same. Da. And for D, also there are words with D that has a dot below and D that has no dot below. They also are two different sounds. But in Burmese, they're pronounced the same. Da. Another thing. Now in Sri Lanka, you pronounce this S Yamahang. There's this nga when you touch the up and down, up and bottom parts of your mouth at the back and make the sound nga. Nga. But Burmese doesn't use this sound at the end of these words. They will use So this is Yamaha. Yamaha. This is not tang, it is tang. Tang. So how do I read this? I will say Yamaha wadami tang wadehi. And also here with the V, in Burmese you do not have the sound V. They don't have it. Instead they have wa. Wa. So this is not vadami, it is wadami. Wadami. This is not vadehi, it is wadehi. Wadehi. And this is what I read anyway, so that's easy for you. But instead of bhante, they will say bhante. Bhante. Some people, when they pronounce it fast, they say bhante. Bhante. You see there, the sound of ta is basically the same as d. So they'll say bhante. Okay, so proper pronunciation in Burmese is ama bhante. So let's try that together. So unmute yourself, keep your hands together, and I will say Yamahang vadami tang vadeta, and you can then reply ama bhante. But let's do it with the Burmese pronunciation. Yamahang wadami tang vadeta. Okay, so then we have some letters are read differently. Now here you see the letter S. It's the letter S. In English you will read it as S indeed, but in Burmese no more. In Burmese it is ta. So this is not tisa, it is tita. Tita. Titaranena. Tisaranena is a Sinhala, Sri Lanka pronunciation. In Burmese it is Titaranena. In Sri Lanka this is Saha. In Myanmar it is Taha. In Sri Lanka, this is Jasilang. In Myanmar, it is Sasilang. I will get back to this PAN probably a little later. So that's S. S is read as ta. Alright, there are some more sounds like that. For example, C. C is read as sa. So this one is not Panchasilang, but it is Piensa Tilang. Because cha is read as S is read as ta. Piensa Tilang. And finally, we have the sound of J. J, when you have J, in English, in Sri Lanka, you read it as Ja. In Myanmar, you read it as Za. So this is not Maja, it is Mizza. You see, it's very different. So you need to be very careful. The last point are the double consonants. So double consonants. So first I will explain to you what is a vowel. A vowel is A, E, I, O, U. That's a vowel. Consonant is everything else. B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Z. Those are consonants. So if you have a consonant, which is not a vowel, and you have it 2 times, then there are some more rules for pronouncing to make it more complicated. So for example, if you have double consonant, like here, C and CH are 2 consonants. They are preceded, before them there is a vowel, A. I said there are 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U, right? So there is a vowel, A, and it is followed by 2 consonants. That means there is a roll. So what is the roll here? Well, for A and C, you always get the roll of I. So it is not Gasame. Now you know C is read as Sa, right, in Burmese. It is Gisame. Why is it read as Gisame and not as Gasame? Well, it is read as Gisame because there is A and double consonant with C. It is similar if you have A and double consonant with J. Look at that. A, J, J. You will not read it as Maza. No. This is the same rule as with the C and CH. You will read as Mizza, because A and double consonant with C or J will always make I. So Majja is Mizza, Gachami is Gisami. So that's one of the 3 or 4, actually 4, but we do not have here the 4th point for an example. One of the 4 main points, how you actually change the vowel. Instead of gachami, you change this a into e. So you change the vowel, right, from a into e. Instead of majja, you say mizza. You change this a into e. So there is a change in the vowel. So then another one is with U. When you have U and double consonant, then U becomes O. Alright, so here we have Anugahang, right? But you have their double consonant, so there is a roll. And if it is U and double consonant, it will become O. So it is no more Anugahang, it is Anogahang. Anogahang. Not Anugahang, that's wrong. Anogahang. The same thing is with the Buddha. In the Sri Lankan pronunciation, this is Buddhang. But in Burmese, it is Bodhan. Bodhan. So Burmese people would say Bodhan Tarana Gisami. Bodhan, because there is U and double consonant. So it is O. Taranam, because there is S and we read S, ta. And Gisami, because there is a double consonant with A and C. Well, then it is Gisami. Bodhan Tarana Gisami. That's the proper pronunciation in Burmese. Similarly, you will have with I and O, but we will look at it sometime later. So this was a little introduction. I hope to repeat it next week and have you try a little for yourself as well. This was just an introduction, so that you already are ready how it is difficult. Okay, so now the last thing, I will introduce you to our new story. We have a new story for drawing in our drawing group. It is the story number 5. I have noticed that there are not many drawings for the story number 4, second part. So I would like to encourage you to read it and to draw. But now we have their story number 5. And so the story number 4, in the story number 4, we learn about the young monk who could not learn the Buddhist teachings very well. And then he became very successful in meditation after the Buddha gave him a little piece of cloth to rub. And the Buddha explains, in one of his past lives, this young monk was a merchant. He was a businessman. And as a businessman, he was very clever. He got a mouse, a dead mouse. That's in the second part of the story number 4. Most of you probably didn't read it because I didn't get any pictures there. So in the second part of the story, so you need to read it, there is a young man and he picks up a dead mouse from the road. Never do that. But he could do it because a priest, an astrologer, explained that if you pick it, well, then you will be wealthy. But if you pick dead mouse, you will probably die because you will get poisoned. But in those times, it was different. In those times, mice sometimes were not so bad. Anyway, do not pick a dead mouse. This one, however, picked up a dead mouse and then he sold it in a shop. Today you will not sell your dead mouse anywhere anyway, so it doesn't make sense. He sold his dead mouse for a quarter of a kahapana. We can say that this is 25 cents. 25 cents is a quarter of a dollar, right? Not much money. Can you buy something with 25 cents? You cannot buy much things, right, for 25 cents. So he got 25 cents for that, or something around that. And then, for those 25 cents, he bought water and sugar. Then, when he bought water and sugar, he gave this water and sugar to workers who came from the forest with grass or something. And they were so happy for the water and sugar that they gave him some of the grass. He sold the grass and he got more money. He got maybe $1 or $5. Then he bought something else and he helped someone else. And he received some more. He sold that again, got more money. Helped some more people, got more money. Helped some more people, got more money. From 25 cents, he gradually grew up into $200,000. That's a lot of money. Starting from 25 cents, right? He didn't put into it anything at all. Just buying, selling. So a lot of money. And that is the second part of the fourth story. Now in the fifth story, which is there now, so you can read it also, and hopefully you will add some drawings. I didn't see lyrics drawings in any of the posts, by the way. So you can then read in the fifth story about the bad way. How to be a bad businessman, a not successful businessman, and be kicked out of the business. So in that case, there is a young fool, young stupid man, and he buys 500 horses for a little cup of rice. He gives a cup of rice and he gets 500 horses. Well, that's clever, right? Isn't it? But that's not the end of the story, because the owner of the horses was not happy. So he came to this businessman and he said, you know what, let's go to the king and I will give you here some money. And you will take this money and you will tell the king that the price, that the value of one cup of rice is all of the city, including the king. One cup of rice, one whole city with all of the houses and everything what people have. Okay, so he took this young foolish businessman to the king, and the king is asking the young businessman, did you buy 500 horses for one cup of rice? And he says, yes, I did. And the king then says, well then, what is the value, what is the price of one cup of rice? And he says, all of the city, including the king. And then all of the people around, they were laughing. Wah ha ha, look at this, what kind of stupid person the king appointed for his business. And therefore the king fired him. So he lost his job. Not very successful, right? So it is very important for you to learn, to study, to gain a lot of knowledge, so that later when you have to do business, and you will always have to do business, there's no other way. So later when you have to buy things or sell things, you will buy them and sell them for the proper price, and you will not get deceived. And if you take care of someone else's business, they will be happy with you, and they will be very happy that you continue doing their business. So that's the story number 5. I've added there a little picture. I'll show it to you. This is the last point for today. And that is the cup of rice. Because in the Buddha's time, rather than a cup of rice, they used bamboo tubes to keep rice. These bamboo tubes, they are used in Myanmar, in Sri Lanka. Actually, probably not in Sri Lanka, but they are used in Myanmar, in Thailand, and in Vietnam. And these are bamboo tubes. So if you come to the Facebook, to our Facebook group, then you can click on the picture and you will see the picture bigger, and you will see all of those pictures. So these are bamboo tubes, and you see they're filled with rice. These are empty tubes, and below, yes, this is the rice that you get from the tube. They are baked. The Burmese people, they fill the bamboo tube with the rice, then they bake, they burn the bamboo tube, and then they split the bamboo tube and eat the rice from the tube. So here you see, this is the rice inside the bamboo tube, and after it is baked, you can split the bamboo tube and eat the rice inside. So you do not eat the bamboo tube. You see, she is splitting the bamboo tube and taking out the rice. So this is bamboo tube, and this is the value of 500 horses, and also of the whole kingdom of Benares. All right. So as you can see, this was a foolish merchant, and I think this is a story that you may like to read. It is not very long, but it's not short as well. If you can read it today, tomorrow, it would be very nice. We already see here 2 drawings. Thank you all very much, and hopefully we will get some more drawings very soon. I will always reply to all of your drawings. That's my update. So I have decided to always reply to your drawings, so you can wait for my reaction to your work. Alright, so that's all from me. Last time I asked you to write 4 lines or 4 sentences about why do you meditate, why do you follow the Buddha's teachings. Please raise your hand who has done it. Daniel, Lucas, Rere. Anyone else? Lyric, you didn't do it? No?
Derek did it. Derek, you already did it.
You have it? Dave, do you have it?
I have some. I don't have very good.
You don't have lyrics work?
I don't think they're listening to me.
I see. Okay.
I've been invited, but I don't know how to post it.
Oh.
No, you do not post it anywhere. You just need to send it to Dave. The 4 sentences are not to post.
I didn't do it.
You didn't do it. Probably May didn't know it anyway. So I wish that you explain, why do you want to meditate? Why do you want to learn the Buddha's teachings? What's the reason for that? You want to learn it because your dad and your mom asked you to do that? Or because you feel that if you meditate you will be more successful in your life? Or because if you die you want to be born in heaven and you want to enjoy a lot of pleasure? Or because you want to achieve peace? Or because you want to be wise? Or because you want to be famous? Whatever is your reason, I want to know it. Okay? And write it in detail. Okay? Write as much as you can. At least 4 lines. So if you can write 10 lines, well, it's better. At least 4 sentences. If you can write 10 sentences, it's better. We will read that. Okay? So because many of you haven't done it, we will wait until the next week. Those who have done it, well, you're free, so you don't have that. But please read the story, and Daniel has already contributed his drawing, right? In all of those stories. So Daniel actually is perfectly done, and I'm very happy for Daniel's contribution. Thank you so much. You're the only person who made a drawing for the second part of the 4th story. So I'm very happy about that. Yes, Rere wants to say something.
Why do I post the 4th sentence about why do we meditate?
You send it to Dave. So you can send it by the Viber, you can send it by Messenger or any way. Important is that Dave will then reply, yes, I got it, thank you. Alright. So if Dave replies you, yes, I've got it, thank you, then you're sure everything's fine.
Do you prefer handwriting, or because some of them type?
Anything, whatever way. I just want to make sure that they know the purpose of meditation and learning. Otherwise, whatever way they write it is fine. So thank you. Yes.
I sent you in the Bible the question.
Yeah, yes, you have sent the instruction last week, but it seems we have here some new students and some people didn't do it anyway.
Yeah.
So hopefully next week.
I'll resend it, and next week I'll get everything ready for.
Yes. Yeah, I would like to encourage everyone to do it today itself, but it's probably late in your place, right? You have now 8:30 p.m. So do it today or tomorrow, so that you do not need to think about it during the week. You can easily send it to Dave, and if Dave doesn't receive it, he will just ask you for it, so you just send it because it's done. So prepare it today or tomorrow, and then just don't think about it. Read the story today or tomorrow. Ideally today, so that you don't have to think about it. Thank you everyone for coming. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you soon attain the eternal bliss of Nibbana.
Hi, everyone, unmute your microphone. We're going to say, put your hands together. Lucas and me, unmute your microphone. Let's say it together. Thank you and goodbye, Venerable Sir. Together.
Thank you,
Nice. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.